This week, Huckabee can't stop digging. Fox is suddenly against town hall protests. And could Glenn Beck's departure from Fox be fast approaching?
This is The Big Picture. I'm Chrissy Schwen. Remember the summer of 2009? Tea Partiers were taking over congressional town halls, and Fox News could not get enough.
Or are you going to go to one of these receptions where they're actually there in person? That's happening now all across the country.
Tax data now speaking out in droves. Taxpayers demanding answers at a Pennsylvania town hall on health care yesterday.
If you want to contact your Congress members and sound off, go to foxnation.com.
But now that it's progressives doing the protesting, slightly different story.
These lefty interrupters shut down the debate. And weren't we supposed to be more civil?
Yes, soon that's coming.
And how is that working out?
Tomorrow.
Now, if something like that happened and those were Tea Party people doing the screaming?
All arrested.
And it would be a really big story, right?
Major story.
Fox has already started cheerleading the Wisconsin Republicans' desperate move to jam through the anti-union bill. We'll have a lot more on this story in the coming days. Note to Mike Huckabee, stop digging. The Fox Newser got into a spot of trouble last week after spouting some classic Obama isn't really American rhetoric. And he also lashed out at freshly minted Oscar winner Natalie Portman. This week, it's Media Matters that's under his skin.
The people who want to know what I really said, they'll go to my book and read it. They'll listen to the actual context of, let's say, a radio interview that spurned some of this stuff. And they'll know that the real source for all the controversy was a anti-Fox, anti-Republican, anti-conservative website called Media Matters.
Of course, Media Matters didn't take anything out of context. Huckabee first claimed that he misspoke about Obama's childhood and he meant to say Indonesia. This clearly is false because it revolved around the Mau Mau Revolution, which happened in Kenya and doesn't remotely relate to Indonesia. He claimed that of course he knew the truth since he wrote about Obama's childhood on page 183 of his book. This too is false. The book doesn't mention Indonesia at all.
This originated from the Fox-hating Media Matters. What I find amazing. No, you know that, Alan. Come on, don't be coy. You know
not being
well
coy.
That Media Matters is a left-wing rag that hates Fox News and hates conservatives. And what I find interesting is that when they publish something, the so-called mainstream media like Associated Press and Washington Post and New York Times, they just jump on it and treat it as if it's some bona fide, authoritative, and objective news source.
Huckabee is flailing wildly after getting caught flirting with the birther wing of his party. Every time he unveils a new defense, it falls apart. But if he wants to keep digging, we'll keep throwing him shovels. Last weekend brought us some hopeful news. There might finally be a light at the end of the tunnel. The New York Times reported Sunday that Fox News officials are contemplating life without Beck's show, joining Media Matters staffers and the rest of the rational world. Beck's viewership is way down, especially in key demographics. Advertisers have abandoned his show in droves, and level-headed conservatives are questioning both his hateful rhetoric and his usefulness to the party.
Fox has now created something, or unleashed something, I guess he's not their creation, and they will live with it.
He brings to mind no one so much as Robert Welch and the John Birch Society. He's marginalizing himself, just as his predecessors did back in the early 1960s. At a time when Beck's ratings are dropping, is his own side starting to turn against him?
Mercifully, Beck is off air this week, reportedly on vacation. So we'll leave you with some good old-fashioned Fox News cheerleading. This time, they're supporting the anti-Muslim congressional hearings run by New York's Peter King. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Peter King's got a good point. If people are being radicalized in mosques in the United States, why not find out about it? Have the investigation. If they're not, let's find out about that.
We published a book back in November called Sharia, the Threat to America, which I think very clearly demonstrates Pete King is on the right track.
I am glad that Peter King is doing it. I think he's doing the exact right thing.
He is 100% right on this.
You'd think, Congressman, that everyone would be behind you on this. I mean, people were after 9/11, and yet it's become political this time around.